Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to this week's cryptocurrency market analysis webinar. I hope you all had a great week. Right, so last week you were with Sandile, did a great job. What you will notice with how he presents or his presenting style or how he looks at the market is exactly the same with how I look at the market. That is because we look at the market exactly the same way. Why is that? That's because we work from the same set of rules and guidelines. Where do those come from? This is a strategy that is backed by science and research. We've not studied this from Google. We've studied from the books that Elliott wrote himself. So if you want to understand more about the Elliott-Wave theory, you can take our course on the basics and advanced principles of the Elliott-Wave theory that is backed by research and science. Now, I've got two important announcements for this week, guys. Very important. Please take note. So next week, we'll be doing a dual webinar, myself and Sandile. So the webinar is going to be held at 8 a.m. GMT on Sunday morning. If you want to attend or live, look out for that link on our website. We'll post it up on the website, and we'll also post it on the description of the current video as well. So if you have always wanted to ask us some questions, we will be available on that webinar so you can interact and ask questions regarding our services or any other thing that will be that you would always wanted to ask us. All right, so that is number one. Number two, our next course, our next live course starts from the 5th of September. Right, so this is now the basics and advanced principles of the Elliott-Wave theory. Now, if you want to look at the market the way we do, if you want to have the same view on the market, we will give you the basics and advanced principles of the Elliott-Wave theory. Now, this theory is applicable to any market, whether you trade cryptocurrencies, forex, CFDs, stocks, indices, you name it. So the theory has been proven to be applicable on any strategy. Okay, so I said two things, maybe there's three things. So the other one is that we are currently running the halftime special for this month of July. This is the longest that we've ran this special, and after this, you may not get another opportunity to take to get the lifetime plan on a 50% discount. There's a discount code that you can use to take the advantage of this special. So you'll get access immediately to all our courses and services, and then from the 5th of September, you spend 5 days with myself, rather 10 days with myself and Sandile, and you can get to ask any question. All right, any question of the areas that you would not have understood properly. Now, again, check on our YouTube channel. I have done a video about 2 weeks ago about the scammers who steal our work and sell it as their own. And the challenge, as I've been saying in a Forex webinar, is that once we find these guys and we kick them out, their members are the ones who suffer because they do not have access now anymore to our day-to-day charts. Now, if you look at what we have here, this is our website. If you look at the resources here, we have got over 50 pairs. Let me just go to the resources and show you where the challenge becomes. Now, because we have got a group of technical traders, highly skilled technical traders that are updating these charts on a daily basis. Imagine we've got about 50 pairs here. These are 50 pairs that are updated every single day. That means every single day we update these charts almost 100 times. So you can imagine we've got about 100 charts every day. And on top of that, we've got the live trading room where we trade with our members, giving them or indicating exactly where to enter the market, where to put stops, and where to take profits. Now, if the people who steal the work don't have access to this, their members suffers, and this is where it comes from. Now, just one of the people that we found stealing our work, we have found that this company here, I don't understand the language, it is Swiss, but check out, I'll post up the not the Slack channel, the Instagram channel that shows exactly how these guys came into our group, stole our work, asked for our strategies, and they went and did this. And now the members in these groups are suffering because we have kicked these guys out. Now they don't have access to our work anymore. Okay, so that is a scam. If you find yourself in this group, that means you do not have you are not in good hands. You do not have access to the right strategies. Right, so now let's get started. As usual, we look at how we have been looking at the market over the past couple of months and up to date. Now, what I show you here, you'll see that I've got a 4-hour chart. Okay, I've got a 4-hour chart. And what I will usually do here is I'll come and show you. You can see here, we've got a complex B correction. We've got a 3-wave structure here, and we're expecting the drop. But where does this drop come from? Okay, now I want to show you what our members have access to. So from January, we knew, how did we know that Bitcoin was going to drop from where it is to where it is now? So from January, we were around this area, and I'm going to show you the chart. That chart is still on our website. Our members had that chart up to this stage, and we have not changed that chart. So we've been anticipating that from here, we are going to drop. We've already dropped from 50,000 to 30,000 to 20,000. We've even touched about 18,000, 17,000. Okay, where did that come from? How did we know? That is because we understand sequences and cycles. Let's go to cryptocurrencies, and this is what our members have access to. So you'll see, I want to show you a weekly chart from January on how we forecasted the current move on Bitcoin. So what you guys see here is the 4-hour analysis that we show you week in and week out. But what you don't see is this. Now, I want you to have a look at this chart. So this chart was posted, just make a note of the date there, was posted on the, let's get that right there. So this chart was posted on the 9th of January. Have a look at that date. This year, beginning of the year. So when we opened, we said, this is what we are seeing on Bitcoin, and this is where Bitcoin is going. Now, this is a weekly chart, as you will see. So from around 48,000, we said Bitcoin was going to touch around 18,000 even. Okay, look at that. That chart was posted around January this year. We anticipated that Bitcoin is going to touch 18,000. Now, why were we anticipating 18,000? Last week or the week before, we have been talking about what our invalidation level is. So look at that. So we anticipated that this is actually a wave 4. Look at this one here. We're looking at this as 1, 2, 3, and this we are looking at as a wave 4. The only time where we are going to invalidate this structure is if Bitcoin touches 13,000, because now it invalidates the rules. As long as it's above 13,900, then that structure is still intact. We can still expect that Bitcoin will go to a new wave 4. But that has to be confirmed down here at current levels. But we have been updating on a weekly basis. Even when we pulled back, if you remember, we pulled back to about 48,000. Okay, at some point when we were here, we pulled back to about 48,000. Okay, I'm going to show you that chart, if I can find it quickly. We pulled back to about 48,000, and we said we are going to drop because we already had that forecast. All right, so that is Bitcoin. Okay, so this is the chart I want to show you from Bitcoin. So remember, we've been focusing that Bitcoin, this is now on the 4-hour. We've been focusing that Bitcoin will go as low as 20,000, right? So we had a time in April when that was happening. Remember, we forecasted that from 50,000, we're going to see as low as 18,000. But then we had this pullback here in 3 waves. This was a textbook 3-wave pullback, which we showed even during this webinars, that we wanted to see this one push slightly higher to about 48,000 and then drop again to about 17,000. So as you have seen, the forecast was that from there, we are going to see the 17,000. Obviously, the market does not move in a straight line, and we understood that this was making these 3 waves, okay? We've been making these 3 waves to come down to about 17,000, which we've already touched. Now, I want to show you an update on what we're expecting as far as Bitcoin is concerned. So that, as you can see, if we go to how that has played out, let me just see if I can find the chart after that we showed in April. So that was in April. Look at that in April. That is how we have been forecasting that. That's not actually the latest one, but I wanted to show you one that comes from that 48,000. So this is the one here, and this is how it has played out. As you can see, this is from April. That 3-wave pullback at 48,000 drops sharply for 20,000, 22,000 move. When after it dropped, it made this pullback again. Okay, after this pullback, we are then again updated our members, and we said, okay, look at that, it is coming down and we're expecting further downside. This is where this 1-hour chart comes in again. If you look at that, let's show you that 1-hour chart. So that is the chart. Again, it pulled back. Remember, this was the big one. The 22,000 move does not move in a straight line, but we understood that we are making 5 waves here. 1, 2, 3. When it made this 4, we again said that we are even going to touch lower at about 20,000. How does that play out? Let's have a look at how this plays out. Now, you can ask, how did we know that that is going to happen exactly like that? That's because we understand sequences and cycles. As you can see, that was that wave 4. We've got that wave 5 now. Where are we now? We're currently in that wave 5. We're currently looking at this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Has the move to the downside ended? So let's have a look at what we are looking at right now as far as the structure is concerned, so I can update you on that. Let's have a look. So this was the weekly chart. Let's go back now to the lower time frame. Okay. All right, let's go to the lower time frame. So that was for our chart on Bitcoin, daily chart. As you can see, we've been updating this. This was in May with the update after the pullback. Still looking for that 22,000. But I want to show you where we are right now. So where we are right now, guys, is that we are looking for this to be a 5-wave structure. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that is the 5 waves that we're looking to complete before we expect a reversal. Have we got those 5 waves on the 4-hour? So as you can see here, we're looking for those 5 waves. So we currently have that one in red degree, in the red degree here as follows. So we've got this one as 1, 2, 3, 4. We're looking for the 5th wave here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's where we are currently. Look at that green. So we did not put in the lower degrees here just to avoid cluttering the charts. But what we have here is we are expecting that this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and we've got then the last wave 5. Okay, as long as that wave 5 stays above 13,900,